Good day, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony to you all. I am Peacekeeper, and I'm here. Raising the frequency. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Feels so good to be here, yeah. Right now, wow, wow. In this present moment, to share with you yet another powerful, wonderful, inspirational, high vibrational message today. And today's message is all about put you first. If you're receiving this message right here, right now, trust that you were meant to find this message. Trust that you were meant to receive this message whenever you have found this message. Now, hey, let's dive straight in to today's message. Accountability. It's all about accountability. You see, everyone is accountable for themselves. Everyone is accountable for what goes on in their mind. Everyone is accountable for the choices of what they choose for themselves, in a sense where I can choose to argue with somebody and go on and on and on, trying to prove a point, trying to make, my point the most dominant point. Or I can just choose to sit back and float like a hawk in the sky, or just sit back on a tree and just enjoy the beautiful scenery. And that beautiful scenery is just observing that individual, eat up themselves, beat up themselves, complain, go down a whole spiral of negative thoughts or just trying to prove a point. Whereas you now have the choice to just sit back and hold yourself accountable for your mental peace. In a nutshell, like, how important is your peace to you? This is what I have to ask the receiver of this message. How important is that really? What does that mean to you? What is the value of that to you? Is it even valuable to you at all? You see, the battle is not outside of ourselves, The battle is not between me and you, The battle is me versus me. The battle is you versus you. If you can be in control of you, if you can hold yourself accountable for you and decisions that you choose, then, my friend, you have won the battle. The battle is not proving a point. The battle is who can be the most quietest one in the room. Because silence, my friends, is also an answer. Or who can say the least in the room. Because the less you say, the more control you have over the situation, by the way. Believe that or not. Because you want to know why? You'll be more in control of yourself. So now, when that other person or that individual is trying to win the battle, you're just like, hey, you're not even trying to win. You're just there, being tranquilo, holding yourself accountability for your response, for your reaction, holding yourself accountable for yourself. Because the battle is not between me and you. The battle is between you versus you, or me versus me. So I hold myself accountable for my actions. This has helped me on my journey. I hold myself accountable for the way that I feel, rather than blaming the other person for the way that I feel, rather than being a victim and complaining about the way that they make me feel or what I choose to attach myself to, what they think or what they are saying verbally towards me. I have control over my 2P2. I can choose to walk away, or I can choose to stay there. And if I choose to stay there, bet your bottom dollar is just to become the observer so I can learn from them. Because, you see, our so-called enemies, or the individual that we may be in a back and forth tug of war with at times, are actually our greatest teachers in disguise. You see, if you are able enough to hold yourself accountable and just become the observer in the situation, become, just there, present, omnipresent, observing and taking it as more of a learning experience rather than taking it as a, hey, I need to be right, I need to fight, I need to prove a point. You now actually see the lessons in the situation. You now actually see, hey, what's going on with them? You don't want to be there mentally. You don't, because your mental peace is precious to you. You hold value within that. You hold yourself accountable for what goes on in your mind. So I say to you, accountability is everything, self-discipline. Like, discipline yourself. Work on staying in control of yourself. Know yourself inside out. Know that your triggers, know your weak points, know the parts that they need to work on and tweak on. Because also, if that individual is like triggering you, I know, to me, like, if someone is triggering me, it's because, hey, that's something within me that I need to deal with. So you can't blame someone for being a trigger. They may just be speaking their truth. And this is a new age era also. Everyone is open to freely express themselves, freely speak their truth, and freely create the reality that they choose to create for themselves, create the reality that they choose to live for themselves. So it is pointless to try to, push your truth over someone else's truth. It is pointless. You just speak your truth, you just be yourself. And if they don't understand your truth, if they don't want to learn, if they don't want to hear your truth, it's okay. Then they don't have to listen, and you don't have to listen to them either. All you gotta do now is just take a back seat and observe, and stay in control of your mental peace. And that's it. It's free speech for a reason. It's free will for a reason. It's free choice for a reason. This is why we need to hold ourselves accountable, and this is why I hold myself accountable for my mental peace. So I say to you, if you are receiving this message, hold yourself accountable for that. Friends and family always will have disagreements from time to time. It's what we choose to do with the disagreements. It's what we choose to, the way we choose to respond in the situations. It's all up to us, based on if this person wants to have an ongoing communication, then you can continue responding based on if they are actually verbally giving positive feedback, in a beautiful way, rather than just trying to be the loudest in the room, just trying to be the one to have the last say. It's not a matter of who's the loudest. It's a matter of who can be the most silent, who can be the observer, who can be the listener the most. To stay tranquil and to stay in your own inner peace. And yet again, if something is also not meshing with you, and you find it too straining, or you find it too draining on your mental peace, why stay there? Why hold yourself like if it's like if you're bounded to being in that environment? Like, you're not. Yet again, as I said earlier on, you got your 2P2. Hold yourself accountable to take those 2 feet and walk out of there. Walk away. Walk out of there. Cherish your mental peace. Put you first. Don't care. It's pointless to argue. It really is. What does anything good ever has anything good ever come out from arguing before? Aside from two parties probably holding grudges or whatever, is that good? No, it's not. It's say make peace with yourself. Just let them be. This is what I do. Like, for instance, today with me, I spent my whole entire day just, my whole grand rise meditating, mapping out and planning my life structure moving forward. Focus on me. I don't have time to be fighting anybody. I don't have time to be in a mix of back and forth, tug of war with anyone. No. Because it's their reality, it's their world, it's their choice, it's what they have created for themselves, and I'm dealing with what I'm creating for myself. So I allow myself to stay in control of myself. I allow myself to hold myself accountable for my emotions. I allow myself to hold myself accountable for the way I feel. And I say to you, you can do the same. Hold yourself accountable. Because your self-discipline, your self-worth, it's all up to you. It's all you versus you. Nobody else is out there attacking you. Nobody else is out there, coming for you. No. You see, the ego just wants to always have that say of fight and argue and, drama. Because, we've watched a lot of drama movies which has programmed us that way. To always be in that drama state, that war state. The Matrix has also programmed us, aside from the movies, in many other ways to keep fighting. I personally, I'm so tired of that shit. Like, a cycle must come to an end. That cycle must stop. Like, peace needs to be reigning supreme right now. Peace is a very high vibrational frequency, by the way. So don't expect others to be on that same wavelength on you also if you're vibing at peace. That's why I said again, you got 2P2s. Pick up yourself and walk out of there. Or if you have that self-control and discipline where you want to test yourself or train yourself to become even more stronger, then you just sit there. You just sit and you just listen and you become the observer. You just stay neutral. You're not trying to prove a point. You're not trying to win. What is there to win? What is there to fight? And there's no enemy within. Enemy outside can't harm. And this is why I say to you, have no enemy within. That's it. Because the fight is not outside. The battle is not external. It's from within. So make sure that your mind and your heart is at peace. Make sure that you are holding yourself accountable for the way that you feel. That's, my friends, it is your choice. Really, it is. It's not my choice. Even that lizard agrees. It's not my choice. I can't help you be in control of your thoughts. I can only open the door, I can only show you the door, I can only show you the way. But you're the one that needs to walk through it. You're the one that needs to control your mind. You're the one that needs to hold yourself accountable. You're the one that needs to find your way. I can't do it. You can only do it for me. I put me first over anybody else. I put my mental peace first. And I'm disciplined with that. I am. This works for me, this has helped me. If you made it down this far, I say to you yet again, you all don't have to listen to me. But it's the way I deal with things. It's the way that I function in my mind. This is how I stay in control of my thoughts. And I'll continue doing this. I'll continue putting me first. I'll continue speaking freely, speaking my truth. I say to you, speak freely and speak your truth. But you don't have to get anybody to understand. That's it. Say we had to say. Just bounce. I am Peacekeeper. And if this message has helped you in any way, form, or fashion today, hey, tap that like button and share this. Someone else out there can be inspired from this. Someone else can be helped by this. Someone else can learn how to hold themselves accountable. Not blame anybody. Not play a victim and not try to fight to prove a point. Come on, guys. We've had enough of wars, haven't we? I have. Love, peace, and truth will reign supreme. And the truth is of this present moment. That's the main truth. That's the whole truth that's taking place now. So focus on the present moment and move towards staying in control of your future. Move towards staying in control of your mental peace. I'm out. Until tomorrow.